Hello, video 13 in the Be the Boss of You series. I believe that in these videos, I've given you a lot of foundational pieces. Now, it's a lot of information. I don't know when you came in to start watching the videos. You might be coming in long after this is created. We'll keep them up and available. And so the tendency for people is to, if you start and you like them, keep going. And yet the truth is, each one is a really big teaching that you might want to invest a month in to get the strong foundation. So here's a little recap of what we have gone through, and I'm going to just tie it in one more time. The more often you hear the concept, the easier it is for the mental body to actually utilize the information and help you make a profound shift so that in being a great boss of your thoughts, your actions, your words, your energy field, and your emotions, you actually begin to create a dynamic, powerful life experience for yourself that feels really good. In the first blog, we actually filmed the first 5 videos in 1 month for you, and we put those out in January of 2013 when we started this. And in there's an ebook that it's actually a 30-day commitment. It's about aligning vibrationally with an intention that you have. A couple of tips on that I wanted to share with you. I actually received through some questions from people. What if you don't feel joyous when you're writing? Usually that's a sign that you need to do a little bit of other work, learning how to hold a high frequency of feeling good before you can actually write an intention that clearly. Or it's a different challenge. It's that your intention that you picked isn't really something you truly desire. It's more of a should. I can give you a personal experience on that. Law of attraction teachings have been great to get us to focus on frequency, vibration, and emotion. And yet many of the teachers are misinterpreted in saying, or some actually teach this, that everybody can create great wealth, great health, fame and fortune. And the truth is that your point of power is in this moment, but you are here as part of a divine plan. And great wealth is appropriate for some people's soul journey, but not for all of us. And if you don't have the passion for creating money and enjoy making loads of money, that's really not your calling. You may have a passion for something else. Like think of a writer. They have a passion, an obsession, a compulsion to write. Even when it's hard, they just keep writing. That's alignment with something bigger than themselves. And so it's not all about us looking the same, the cookie cutter of fame and fortune and great wealth. It's not about that. It's about aligning with what is right for you. Now, of course, if you get good at all the tools, you keep expanding. And you may end up in great wealth because you're passionate about what you do on the journey. And it naturally leads to income. But trying to align with great wealth when that's not really your calling can make it a lot slower. So it's very important that when you set intentions in doing the ebook, you pick an intention that you really desire, not one that you think you should desire. So it's a little bit tricky, but of course all of the videos together will help you have more clarity in that area. And then video 2, we talked about having and not having vibes. It's really only 2 vibrational states. You're either in the having, in the wealth, in the abundance, in safety, feeling good, or you're in the scarcity vibe, in fear, in lack. That's pretty much it. You can check yourself. You can become very, set a buzzer. And every time the buzzer goes off, check your thoughts. Are you in the having frequency or are you in the not having frequency? We talked about clarity and gratitude, very high, good frequencies to tune into the creative stuff. You want to practice that every day. Clarity, a lot of different ways to get there. Again, all the videos work to help give you clarity on how you are being the boss of your life experience. Are you in a constructive creative mode, or are you staying in lower frequencies of reprimand, criticism, and negativity? So we talked about that. We talked about how and when of creation. Not your business, it's God's business. And we did talk a little bit more about God's business in the last video for you. So again, a lot of the information gets repeated just to help you land it. It is a journey. We're here to enjoy the journey, not to be, highly evolved beings just because we've read some information. It's about discovering who you are in this journey of stepping into a very good experience. Talked about the 5 bodies. I personally teach that if you want to create, if you can align all 5 bodies, the emotional, energetic, mental, spiritual, and physical, it's a lot faster going, much faster going. So we talked about that in video number 4. Video 5, we talked about thoughts. Again, I do recommend Byron Katie's work in the last video. If you're one of those people who tends to loop and you're very mental, her work's really great for that. So we talked about thoughts, and that one basic thing a lot of people forget to check is, are you in integrity? You really want to be in integrity for your spiritual journey to progress. It's a very, very important piece. How are you showing up, even in the day-to-day obligations and the things that you speak to yourself and to others? So we talked about that. Video 6, the rule. Only tell your sad story 3 times. Only 3 times. That's just easy to remember. It will help you stop creating from a past that you didn't enjoy. Very powerful rule there, 3 times. Video 7 was about feeling good. Got to start resonating with the higher frequencies, how important it is. And I believe that that video takes you into how to feel good right where you are. Well, that goes into begin where you are in video 9 too. So feeling good, how important it is. And again, that goes back to the having and not having vibes. So again, the information comes to you in many different ways. But once you integrate these and start using them as foundational pieces, you'll find that you start making a lot of forward movement. Conscious control. We don't have a lot of it. Again, there is a divine plan. Cannot one-up God. We are affected by our environment, by our culture, by our gender. There are many beliefs going on. We are not alone here. The ego has us perceive things in separation, but the truth is we're connected to everything. And if you really want to create peace on this earth, get really focused on your business. Really live into the expression you're here to explore at the highest possibility and potential for you. That does affect our entire planet. So conscious control, again, this is kind of a nice reminder to let you know, yeah, this takes some skill and work and thought and intention and energy. It's not just making your mind up about something. It is a journey. I suggest you learn to enjoy the journey. It'll go a lot quicker. Okay, begin where you are. Again, that's talking about frequency. That's talking about feeling good. You have to start right where you are. We have a tendency to project outside of us that we'll be happy when something happens, that the money will come when we have healed the past. And as long as you're projecting outside of you, you're slowing yourself down. Bring your focus and attention right where you are and begin there. Begin resonating with what you want to feel right where you are. So that video helps you with that. Video 10, blog 10, there's another tool for you, how to create a personal mission statement. If you know what it is you want to align with, it's a lot easier to make decisions and quickly decide what's the thought I want to choose, what's the action I want to choose. So that's a handout you can download and a little information on that in video 10. Video 11, we were talking about, remember the rule, only give that which will be received. And that will allow you to align appropriately with energy that is very creative and good. And it will fast track you definitely into success. And then the last video, we talked about staying in your own business. It is a lot of work. Think about when we talked about conscious control, and we talked about having 5 bodies, the different vibrations, learning what you really align with instead of what you should align with, by perceptions outside of yourself, beliefs and thoughts. It is a lot of work living into your potential. It takes a lot of thought and energy and desire and a lot of showing up to actually create life on purpose with purpose and have a good time doing it. So it's much faster, much easier if you learn to stay in your own business. And actually, though we cannot create in other people's realities, when you get really powerfully aligned with living your best self, being the best boss of your life, the people around you also benefit, and you will see magic happen all around you. So there we go, my friends. I hope this series of Be the Boss of You has been helpful to you. And I will be in touch when we have more things to offer you. And for today, I thank you for your time, your participation, and I really thank you for being awake and conscious and for doing the work it takes to live into your best self. It blesses all of us. I thank you, I honor you, and I hope our paths cross again.